Hi guys, it's Candace. Yes, I'm here. You might wonder, where have you been? Well, I've been on the hunt looking for this. Frantically for 3 days, cleaning my Boma, looking for this envelope punch, which nearly brought me to tears. But I found it. But I just thought I'd show you my little cleaned area. So I now have more than 13 inches to work with. I put my TV remote thing up here and, sorry, make you dizzy, put my stick glues in here, and I went, Jamie, got my thing out of my box, screwed it onto my fabric thing so he's all ready. And then, oh my God. You know, this looks like a mess right now as I slowly pan. But I kid you not. See all those blue bins right there? That's where I cut my projects out and I stack them. They were stacked where my glue and stuff is. So it was in my way. So I had no room, as you could tell when I worked, for my inks and blah, 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 blah. So I said, while I'm digging for this, because I really thought, whoops, hold on. I really thought it was in this mound of stuff. Those are my rubber stamps and old tool drawer. And yes, they're full. Can you see the wooden ladder? I mean, the little wooden nautical boat lamp? I promise you, the paper and crap was that tall. Yeah, 2 feet tall. Not joking. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you my other mess. I'm sitting in my chair, and this is what I roll around for. So I got all my Christmas. Those are some dyed papers. I have another bin of dyed papers. Those are my 12 by 12s that I play with. That is all of my scraps and stuff that was literally, I had so many bins of scraps, I had to put them in the big bin. Now, that's wrong. That's just wrong. Okay. All of these envelopes, I kid you not, all of these envelopes, all of those were shoved on my desk where I try to craft. That's why I can't craft. This is behind me where I put my stuff, where I was telling you this is for something I got to do. Oh, ouch. Sorry, eyeball itches. Where I'm like, oh, let me set it back here to glue. It's usually, this isn't there. This is something else, but I gave up. I usually set them all back here on these flat surfaces. Oops. I got to move the camera. On these flat surfaces. I thought, and yes, it was piled full there too. As you could tell, I gave up. There's my yarns back there. And I gave up on the bins. I just stacked them up there. That's probably 2 foot tall of junk right there. Oh well. Yeah. This is why I get nothing done. There's a little girl sleeping in her chair. This was a pile of stuff, which I honestly, and see all those on the bottom? That's usually where I keep my little scoreboardy thingies in here, which, you know, I bought one of these. Well, you know what? I had one of those. I found it while I was digging. I know, it's sad. And then these are all my little ones in here. And this is just like 8.5 by 11 papers that we'll be playing with. Then I drug out, oh, dear God, all of my Christmas papers and Christmas junk. This is just half of it. I know, I'm sad. From last year. We're going to work on it. We're going to finish some things that we didn't finish. And then, okay, I'm going to show you my messy shelf. Shelves. It's where I shoved my sari silk. As you can tell, it's hanging out because I had a fight with it. I left it alone. I won't tell you what I said, but on it. And then this needs to be cleaned, but oh well, it's gonna have to wait. But I will show you my little ink organizer thing. Oops. Those were shelf adders. I got that on, who is that? Amazon. I'm telling you. It was like $15.97. Best $15.97 you can ever spend. I got these that I found while I was cleaning too, because I'm supposed to add some shelves to another area. Alright, then we have one of my rolling bins that's got all my sequins and rhinestones and junk in there. Then my other cart. Oh my god. Then I have another cart full of junk. I know. That's the other side of the room, my mess. I'm not going to show you all of it because it's getting bad. And then all of this back here behind my table is my Christmas stuff that's unfinished from last year. I know, we're going to finish them. And then this is where I live. My little chair that's full of layers. I have a vest, I have a scarf, I have a long sleeve jacket. So this is where I live. Oh, I'm in this little round circle. That's the wood burning fireplace that we haven't used for 2 years because I've occupied this space in there. So can you see? And there's my pink glove for my hand for when it gets cold. And then those bins back there, that's all Christmas ephemera junk and unfinished Christmas stuff. And yeah, it's really bad. And I'm going to show you underneath. Yeah, it's bad underneath there. See? Now, all of you who showed your rooms, and this is just one spot. I have 3 other sections almost as bad as this. I know, I'm horrible. And all because I was trying to find this thing that had gotten out of its way, and I promise you, it has taken me 3 days, 12 hours a day to clean the mess that I have. So now I'm going to put you back up here in my holder and turn my little Christmas lights on, because I put some little Christmas lights on here, and I had to make sure that where I have all my stuff situated is going to fit in the phone, and yes, it did. Oh, and I didn't even show you these. These are my two bins of Christmas washi. No one needs this much junk. So, y'all, we're going to make some projects, and I'm listing projects. I'm making ephemeras and pockets and all that good stuff, and I'm putting them in the Etsy shop this year. So that's what we're doing. Oh, and in the pile, I found my 2 little rulers. I know they were literally buried over there to the left, where all the envelopes and other scrap paper and other just pure D junk was. So I did throw out a bunch of stuff, but not much, but a lot. Okay, so let me close this for now, get my project that we're going to do. Yeah, we're actually going to craft, but I just had to show you where I've been and why I nearly went into the insane asylum, because it's too messy in here, and I will not allow it to be like this anymore. So, anyway, all right, so I'll be back in a few minutes.